Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a couple of things to go over about Pokemon Legends Arceus. There's some more things that you might have missed out on in the latest trailer, and as well as that we have a small rumor to go over as well about a couple of Pokemon in regards to Legends Arceus. So a decent amount to cover today. If you are excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss anything. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we're just quickly going to go over this interesting rumor, I guess, or whatever, from Centro. A lot of people have tweeted it at me. And it's basically this image here of a Voltorb and an Electrode, and then Centro leaks tweets out saying they would feel a little out of place in Hisui, don't you think? So this is just a very cryptic message. Like, it doesn't really reveal anything. It's just basically, if Voltorb and Electrode are not in Legends Arceus, they can just say, oh yeah, I said they'd feel a little bit out of place. And if they get a form, then Centro will just be like, oh yeah, I told you it was out of place, that's because they're getting a form. So yeah, this isn't anything. Like, people keep sending me this stuff, it's just such a random tweet, it just means nothing. We even have people here saying, bro, just post actual leaks instead of being cryptic, and then Centro Leaks replies saying that's not fun. It's because it doesn't know anything, really. I mean, I genuinely don't think he knows anything, so I just wanted to quickly cover that because it's just a random thing. I don't know. Voltorb and Electrode, I guess, would potentially get forms. Like, you can't really say things like Pokemon such as them wouldn't be in the games because, you know, we've got the Magnemite line in Legends Arceus. Even though Voltorb and Electrode are man-made, I'm pretty sure. I think it would be a cool design if they did get, like, how the Hisuian Pokeball looks. That'd be pretty cool, but at the same time, this I don't think has anything to do with that. But anyway, just wanted to quickly go over that. Let's go over some things that you might have missed out on in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So this is the first tweet we're going to go over from PokeExperto, who says, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, there will be objects similar to candy. So with candy, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they introduced it, and it's basically just a really good way of leveling up your Pokemon. I don't think they're referring to rare candy, I think they're referring to like the extra large candy, the small candy, medium candy. Basically what you get for doing raids and stuff, and it just levels up your Pokemon quicker. It says also, if you are weakened, you can lose part of your objects. So basically, I don't know if that just means weakened, as in if you hit, you lose objects, or if it just means like you faint, you lose half your stuff. But yeah, these are some of the images. So this is the candy here, this like little blue kind of circular thing. And then this image is an item, which we're going to talk about in a second. But that is a very interesting item. Then we have revives here. So I think this is the screen that shows like what you lost when you like faint or something. But yeah, that just makes the game a little bit more difficult. So you can't really go around with all these really, really rare items and stuff, because if you do get knocked out on an adventure or an excursion or whatever, you're going to lose a bit of it. And then I don't know if it's going to be like Minecraft, where you have a certain amount of time to go back and pick it up, or if it's just gone forever and you just lose it instantly. But yeah, it's going to make the game a little bit more difficult, and you really have to think ahead at what you need for certain missions and stuff. Anyway, let's talk about this item here, though. These are tweets from like when the latest trailer kind of dropped out. It's just, we haven't covered it yet because there's just been so much more stuff to go over. But yeah, there's loads and loads of tweets of Legends Arceus stuff that just weren't referenced in the trailer or anything. But anyway, this was a tweet from Joe Merrick, who said, one thing the English accounts and sites haven't mentioned but got announced today is that if your trainer is knocked out in Pokemon Legends Arceus, you'll lose some of your items. However, there is an item that replaces one of the lost items. So this is an item that you get when you faint. Now, I don't know what that is. You just get it when you faint, and it replaces the lost item. So maybe when you go to the item that you lost, it is like Minecraft, and you pick it up, you lose this item, and you get whatever you lost back. But yeah, it's an interesting item. I'm sure we'll find more information about it soon. But yeah, you basically get this sort of item thingy when you get knocked out, and like I say, you lose a lot of stuff, and then maybe you can pick it back up. We don't really know. Moving on, we have this from PokeCalos, who tweeted out basically just confirmation that there are day and night systems. Different Pokemon appear in different locations depending on well, what time of the day it is. So here it says a day/night system will also be present in Pokemon Legends Arceus with different appearances. So here we have the spot with Starly kind of roaming around in the day. And then in that same spot, we have some Driftlim kind of roaming around at night. So, yeah, I mean, it was given anyway, but it's just confirmation that we are going to have day and night cycles, just like we do in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and then different Pokemon pop up at different times of the day. Next up, we're moving on to this. So, this was a tweet from PokeExperto, and they tweeted out saying, in HDvee, Pokemon and humans are not closely related. Few people live with Pokemon. Some people, like certain guardians, have created very close ties with their companions that could challenge you to a fight. So this is just talking more in depth about the Pokemon battles that happen in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, there are Pokemon battles in Legends Arceus, but it's not like your everyday battle where, like, let's take Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, for example. You run onto Route whatever, and then there's a guy there just waiting, standing there for the rest of his life until he locks eyes with you. None of that is going to be in this game. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be important characters that battle you, such as the Guardians, maybe like certain bosses or whatever. But yeah, trainer battles are very, very minimal in this game, but they are in this game. Of course, there's no online trainer battles, it's just online trading, but yeah, NPC trainer battles are in this game, which I think will be kind of fun. Like, we obviously know about the agile style and the strong style and all that and stuff when you're taking on different Pokemon and you're fighting the bosses or whatever. But with trainer battles, like, is it just you have a turn and then they have a turn, just like the normal turn-based battles that we have? Or is it going to be the same where you can have like 2 attacks in a row and it's a little bit more like the anime? I would like it if it was a little bit more like the anime, because it would just change up a little bit. We're used to turn-based battles, like, that's just the norm. But I think with a game like Legends Arceus, they should experiment, and it should be more like the anime. So let's take Oshawott, for example, could hit you with a water gun, then an Aqua Jet, and then they attack you once, and then you attack them, and then they can attack you twice or something. I think it'd make the battles a lot more difficult, and it'd be a lot more strategic to how you actually play the different trainer battles. But yeah, trainer battles are in the game. We already know that. But yeah, it's just very, very minimal. There's only certain people that you will battle with. Next up, we have this. This was from Centro Pokemon. They tweeted out saying, it seems that stat system has changed in Pokemon Legends. So a number appears next to each stat that quantitatively tells us how trained this stat is. So that's apparently what these numbers mean on the right here. So apparently that means you've trained the stat or something, which is why it's so high. Like I say, for Driftlim, he doesn't usually have 252 HP, but in this situation he does, and we think it has something to do with that number 1 there. This is also confirmation that there are no abilities in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, we didn't know if there were any. We just thought there weren't, because on the actual Pokemon website, when you go to the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl page and you look at the starter Pokemon, they have Overgrow, Blaze, and whatever the water ability is, Torrent. And then when you go to the Legends Arceus page to see the starters, Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott, they don't have any abilities. So we were like, oh, that means that abilities probably aren't going to be in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Maybe you discover them later on when you record the Pokemon in the Pokedex. That doesn't seem to be the case. They just don't have abilities. This is a completely different competitive aspect to what Pokemon we're used to. Like, there's no abilities, stats are all over the place, they're learning new moves that they couldn't before. So it's interesting how that's going to work with Pokemon Home. Like, when you trade this Driftlim with 252 HP into Pokemon Home, what does it mean then? Does it change just like with Let's Go, where like gives it an ability and stuff, or what? But yeah, it's going to be interesting how it all works with Pokemon Home. But here we also have something which has never been done before in Pokemon, and it says, it seems that for the first time in the history of Pokemon, the protagonists will have dubbing. So they might make sounds when they take damage or throw the Pokeball. So I'm obviously going to stop the music on the video right now just so you can hear this, but as you can hear her kind of go, you know what I mean? So basically, the protagonists, they take damage and they make sounds. When they throw a Pokeball, they make sounds. So yeah, we actually have a little bit of dubbing in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now I know we got like voiceover work and stuff in Pokemon Snap, but in like main series games, we never have anything like this. So yeah, we actually have the players making sounds, which is kind of crazy that we've gotten this far into Pokemon and they've never been able to do that before. Next up, we're talking about the whole Driftlim situation again. So this image, although it may not seem like it, unleashes a huge doubt about the future of competitive Pokemon and Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. In the Driftlim image, you can see that he has learned the paranormal movement extrasensory. This is the first time you can learn it. So again, this is just talking more about how they're going to implement Pokemon into Pokemon Home. And then, like, could you trade a Pokemon from Legends Arceus into Pokemon Home and then into Pokemon Sword and Shield? Because Sword and Shield is like one of the only games that you can trade Pokemon into from Pokemon Home. But if it can't learn extrasensory in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but it can in Legends Arceus, what does that mean? Like, I don't like the fact that we might just be in a situation where we're only ever going to be able to trade Pokemon into certain games from certain games. It's just annoying because it's like, oh, I can trade this Pokemon to that game, but I can't trade it to this. It's just going to get really annoying, and I feel like that's going to be the case here as well, because Sword and Shield doesn't register Driftlim as being able to have extra sensory, but obviously Legends Arceus does. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how that works with the competitive scene and everything. I personally think that they shouldn't like really have compatibility with Pokemon Home, really, because I think it's just going to cause more problems than it solves. Like, because when you get like Pokemon Weirdeer and Basculegion and stuff, and Hisuian, Growlithe, Arcanine, whatever, and then you transfer them into Pokemon Home, it's just gonna mess everything up. Like, they don't have abilities and stuff, do they? So it's just gonna be a weird one. But yeah, finishing things off though, we have this by Coffee Raccoon, who posted on r/PokeLeaks saying, we might encounter Cleavor early on, since the Japanese website shows that it's only level 18. So yeah, Cleavor I feel like is going to be one of the, if not the first boss battle that we do, because he's only level 18, so obviously it's going to be very, very early on. We have people replying here saying Oshawott is level 16 and has a whopping 94 HP. When at full EV, full IV, he should have 58. Maybe the whole leveling thing has been reworked and level 16, 18 is way higher than we're used to. And then we have WLS Gara saying, I think it's more likely XP gain and needed experience to level up is still mostly the same, maybe just a tad bit lower. And Cleavor is the equivalent of like the first or second gym. It's just the stats themselves were heavily edited, mostly HP. But not gonna lie, if it takes longer to level up to level 17, which Oshawott evolves at, it'd be much nicer. It's very annoying in traditional games how the first stage of the starter evolves way too quickly, which I agree with, because I really like all the first stages of the starters, but you lose them like really quick. And some of the second stages, like Quilladin and Drizzt, like just Pokemon like that, I'm not a huge fan of, but you lose the original starter like really quickly. But yeah, just some nice confirmation there that Cleavor is probably one of the first, if not the first boss battle that you actually take on. But anyway, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment. Is there anything else that I missed? There's a few more things that I want to cover in later videos, talking about even more things that you missed in Legends Arceus, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl and stuff. But today, that's all the stuff. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.